Hello everyone, welcome to Career Flight. Today we'll be starting with quant aptitude topic, that is quadratic equation. We'll be learning here some basic concept, formulas and most recent questions that were asked. So let's begin. So what is quadratic equation? The standard form of quadratic equation is given by ax square plus bx equal to 0. So the equation that has a power of 2 is known as quadratic equation. The equation must have power x to the power must be 2. If it is power is 3, then it will be cubic equation. So if it is 2, then it will be quadratic equation, where a, b and c are known values and a will be never equal to 0 for a quadratic equation, and x must also be a real variable. If the value of a is 0, then the equation will become as linear equation. If the value of a is 0, then what will remain? It will remain as bx plus c equal to 0. So what is bx plus c? Means bx equal to minus c, x equal to minus c by b. So this is a linear equation. This equation is known as linear equation because the value of x is minus c by b. So next we have how to find the roots of a quadratic equation. How to find a root of a quadratic equation? The common method we use to find the root is b square minus 4ac. So we use the term b square minus 4ac. But how? So a root of the equation f of x equal to 0 is when the value x makes f of x equal to 0. So we can say x equal to a is the root of f of x equal to 0. Here f of a is the value of the polynomial fx and x equal to 0, and it is obtained by replacing x by a in f of x. These things you have already learned in, I think so, class 10 or 11. So now if there is a quadratic equation ax square plus bx equal to 0, then the root of the equation will be. So how to designate the root of the equation? What it will be have? What roots it will be have? Will it have real solution? Will it have imaginary numbers? It will have complex solution. What solution you must have? It will have. So first you must have to find out. So in the above mentioned formula, this is the formula a square plus bx plus c. B square minus 4ac is the discriminant, as it can discriminate between the possible type of solution. This is a term that is used to discriminate the possible types of solution. When we have a positive value of b square minus 4ac, means b square minus 4ac, if it have positive value, then we will get real solution. If b square minus 4ac is 0, we will only get one real solution. Here we will get two real solution. Here we will get only one real solution. When b square minus 4ac is less than 0, that is negative value, we will get two complex solution. So these things you can remember, but questions were not asked on these things. Questions were asked basically on if x greater than y, x less than y, how to find the roots. So we will see this in later slides. So now to find the roots and coefficients. So the common method we use to finding the roots, as it is given ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. The common method we use is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. This term is used, b square minus 4ac by twice a. This is the formula to find out the root of an equation. So in this case, if you observe it, what will be the sum of the roots? If it is in this equation, let the roots be alpha and beta. In solving this equation, if we find the root to be alpha and beta, so what will be the sum of the roots equal to? This will be minus. The sum of the root, it will be equal to alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So what will be the product of the root? Product of the roots is alpha beta equal to c by a. Sometimes question might be asked, the roots are given and the equations are also given. So you must have to find the value of b. If the equation is given in this way and roots are given something like 10, 11. So what will be the value of, say, the unknown? If the unknown is like b is unknown, a is given, alpha is given, beta is given. So you must have to find the value of b. So how to find the value of b? So by using this method, we can find the value of b. If p plus root q is a root of a quadratic equation, then the other root will be definitely p minus root q, that is consecutive. When d greater than equal to 0, then ax square plus bx can be expressed as the product of two linear factors. So if alpha and beta are the roots of this, so we can write as, we know that alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So in terms of b, we can write as alpha plus beta into a, and in terms of c, we can write as alpha beta into a. And if you divide whole equation by a, we will get the equation as x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus ab. Now in the competitive exam, generally this type of questions are not asked, like you must have to find the roots of an equation. These questions, they don't usually ask it. They usually ask this type of question if x is greater than y. They will be given two set of values, two set of equation, means two set of equations, say x square minus 4x plus 16 equal to 0, and in other set it is given y square minus 8y plus 24 equal to 0. So you must have to find from this equation, these two equations, if x is greater than y or if x is less than y. If x is greater than equal to y, you must have to find it. So we'll see some tricks how to solve this type of equation. So this type of equation is very important to us. So as you can see here, we have four equations that were placed in four different corners of a screen. This equation, this equation, this equation, and this equation. The equations are almost similar except for the sign. In first we have both signs are positive. In second equation we have one is positive, one is negative. Third is negative, positive, and fourth is both are negative. Now the equation will be based on this format only. So in first equation, if you look, so you can find the root of an equation by this formula, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice a. But if you use this formula, it will consume a lot of time. So you must have to solve this equation as easy as possible. So let us see how to solve this equation as easy as possible. So in first scenario, if you see ax square plus bx plus c. So let us take the root of this equation to be a and b. Capital A and B will be the root of the equation. Now, so what will be the sign of this root? Always see this first equation, first root, that is first root. This A must be always greater than B. The greater number should be written in left hand side and the smaller number should be written in right hand side. Means A must be greater than B. So you must have to write A on left hand side and B on right hand side. Now how to decide what will be the value of the root, means sign. First thing is that sign convention. So how to determine the sign convention? When there is positive, in first you see here this is positive. So this positive, if it is negative, it will always change to positive. If it is positive, it will always change to negative. So here this positive will always change to negative. Now again, one thing you must have to keep in mind, that positive is always dishonest or it is always dishonest. Easy way to keep in mind that positive signs will always change, means positive is always bad and negative is always good. Just remember, positive is always bad or dishonest and negative is always good. So Here this positive signs will change to negative. Here this is positive. This positive will look back here and see that this is bad. So I will change myself. I won't go in the path of it. So I must have to change myself. That is, this positive will change to negative. Similarly, for this equation, this will get the roots as A and B. First root will always change. This positive, it will always change to negative. If it is negative here, it will always change to positive. This positive will always change to negative. This negative will see back and see that this plus is bad. So I must have to change myself. So it will be positive. For this equation, it is A, this is B. This negative, first term, that is first sign convention, will always change. Then negative will always change to positive. This positive will look back here and see this is negative, means this is good. So why should I change myself? I will remain myself and I will go in the same path as negative goes. That is, I will be in same path. In this equation, this minus will always change to plus. We have two equation A, B. This minus will look back here and see, since there is minus, why should I have to change? It will be minus. So this is the sign convention. How to find the sign convention of the given equation. These are the trick to find out. If you can't remember this trick, you can also do one thing. You can just by heart. If the signs are plus plus, so it will be minus minus. Root sign, original sign is plus plus, so the root sign will be minus minus. If it is minus plus, it will be plus minus 1. The greater root will be plus, the smaller root it will be minus. This side always greater root. This is always greater. Okay, greater root, because greater root we must have to write in left hand side and smaller root we must have to write in right hand side. Plus plus. If it is plus minus, it will be minus plus. If it is minus minus, it will be plus minus. I think so you might have not been clear with these formulas. So let us proceed to some questions and see how can we practically apply these tricks to solve these questions. So let us come to the first question. In the first question we have 4x plus 7y equal to 209. 12x minus 14y is minus 38. But before that, the direction will be given likewise, that in each of the question, two questions were given, this direction will be given. So we must have to find if x greater than y, x smaller than y, x greater than y, x smaller than less than y, less than and equal to y, if x greater than and equal to y, if x equal to y. So in the first equation we have this type of equation. It's better you solve it. So in this equation we have 4x plus 7y is 209 and 12x minus 14y is minus 38. So this, if you multiply by 3, we will get 12. This will multiply by 3, we will get 21. Now if you subtract this, we will get the value of y, and from that get the value of x. So let us see the solution. So in the solution we have, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now this one, if you take common from both sides 2, we will get this equation. Or we can do again one thing, we can multiply this by 12, or you can take common any of the way. So here we have taken common, we will get 6x minus 7y equal to minus 19. This to be equation 2, this to be equation 1. Now if you see, if you add this both equation, this 7y plus 7y and minus 7y will cancel out. So it will be left with 10x equal to 209 minus 19, it will be 190. So the value of x is 19. So the value of y, if you put the value of y in any of the equation, given equation 1 or 2, you will get also the value of y to be 19. So from here we find that x equal to y. So here x equal to y. So let us move to the next question. So in the next question we have 7x square plus 48x equal to 9, 13y square equal to 32y minus 12. So let us proceed to the solution. In solution, I have done it in conventional way, but I will also show you how to do it in an easier way. Okay, this equation, this is first equation, that is 17x square plus 48x equal to 9. Okay. Now for this method, do one thing. All this equation you bring to one side, that is left hand side, that is 17x square plus 48x plus 9 equal to 0. First see the sign convention. We will get two roots. First see the sign convention. This plus sign will always change to minus. The greater value will have minus. And this plus sign, he will look back here and he will see this is, sorry, if this comes here, it will be minus. Sorry, this will be minus. So this sign will look back here and see this is bad. So I must have to change myself. So it will become positive. So we have two values. One will be negative, that is larger value, and smaller value it will be positive. As you can see from here, larger value is negative, smaller value is positive. Now how to find the roots? So the tricks for finding the roots is, first you multiply this coefficient of x square, that is 17, and the coefficient or the value of c, 17 into 9. Multiply 17 into 9. What will be 17 into 9? We can write 17 into 9 as 17 into 10 minus 1. So what will be 17 into 10 minus 170 minus 17. So what will be 3? This is 6, 153. So we'll have a value of 153. Now what to do? So divide 153 in such a way that the additions come to be 48 and multiplication comes to be 153. Get a number that if you add that to number you will get 48, and if you multiply that to number you will get 153. So it's better you find the roots. First you find the roots of 153, that is 3 5s are 15 and 3 1s are 3. So what we have? 51, how it is gone? 51 is, it will go by 17 into 3. So we have roots as 3, 3 and 17. 3, 3 and 17 are the roots of 153. Now you must have to multiply in such a way that addition give you 48 and multiplication give you 53. So what will be the value? If you multiply 17 into 3, so what will be? 17 3s are 51. The larger value must be in here and the rest is 3. If you add minus 51 minus 3, we will get 48. If you multiply 51 into 3, you will get 153. Always look the values. In the values, you must addition and subtract to get 48 and multiply to get 153. Now, since 17 is there in the coefficient of x, it will be divided by 17. It will be divided by 17. So, we will have the value as minus 3 and plus 3 by 17. So, these two are the roots of x. In conventional way also you think you will get in this way. For second equation, that is 13y square minus, bring in left hand side, 32y plus 12 equal to 0. So what we will do? First we must have to multiply this. Before that, first see the sign convention. So what will be the sign convention? This minus will always change to plus. This plus will look back here and see minus. Minus is always good. So why should I change myself? So I will be plus. Now multiply 13 into 12. 13 into 12. So what will be the 13 into 12? Let's take 13 into 10 plus 2. Solve in this way. It will become easy. So it will be 130 and 13 to the 26. 6, 5, 156. So we got the value as 156. Break 156 in such a way that subtraction or addition of the two numbers roots becomes 32 and multiplication become 156. So what will be the two numbers? The two numbers it will be, first for that you can take 156 root. What will be? 1 is 13, 12, 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6. So how can you write? 13 3 are 39. 39 if you from 39 if you multiply 4 we will get 35. Not possible. You can do one thing, 13 into 2 26, 26 plus 6 32. It is possible. So larger number is 26, smaller number is 6, and if since 13 is there you must have to divide by 13. Coefficient of y square you must have to divide with the coefficient of y square. After that divide by 13. So you will get the value as plus 2 and 6 by 13. Now if x is greater than y, if y is greater than x, we will see in this case. So what we will do, compare x value of x with each value of y. First take x minus 3. Now compare minus 3 with 2. This is x, this is y. In first scenario, minus 3 with 2 means x is less than y. And minus 3 with 6 by 13 less than y. Now compare second value with first value. 3 by 17 is less than y and 3 by 17 is less than 6 by 13. So y is greater than x. So we have y greater than x. So let us proceed to the next question. So in this question we have 16x square plus 20x plus 6 equal to 0. Second equation is 10y square plus 38y plus 24 equal to 0. This we can do by two methods. I will do by short trick method and there is conventional way method. So you can see in the solution. Let's proceed to the solution. So in the solution you can see the conventional way method. So in short trick method what we have, first you write down the equation 16x square plus 20x plus 6 equal to 0. First see the sign. This plus will always change to minus. This plus will see back here and see there is a plus. So I must have to change myself because plus is always bad. Plus is always bad. So it will change itself. So we have 2 minus value as you can see from here. Now thing is that you must have to multiply the coefficient of x square and the value of c. This is c, no, ax square plus bx plus c. And this value you must have to initially multiply. That is 16 into 6. We will get 96. So you must have to divide 96 in such a way that multiplication of this and this root you will get 96 and addition or subtraction you will get 20. So how will you divide? How will you divide in this way, in this manner? So it's better if you take 96 roots of 96, multiples of 96, that is 248, 224, 212, 26, 23. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2 and 1, 3. So what we can take? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. Here we have 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12. 12 and 8 we can take. First you take 12 here, 8 here, and we must have to divide by coefficient of x square. Divide by 16, divide by 16. So we left with 4, 3, 4, 4, minus 3 by 4. And here is minus 4 to the 8, 4, 4, 4 to the 16, no, 1 by 2, half. We are left with minus 3 by 4 and minus half. So these are the two roots. For this scenario, 5y square plus 19y plus 12 equal to 0. Similarly, first see the roots. This plus, this is plus. So this plus will always change to minus, this plus will look back and see there is plus, means plus is always bad, so I must have to change myself, I will be minus. Now 12 5s are, we get 60. So divide 60 into such a way that multiplication of the roots will get 60 and addition will get 19. So what can be the roots? It can be 15 and 4, because 15 4 is 16, 60 and 15 plus 4, 19. 15 divided by 5, 4 divided by 5, we will get minus 3 and minus 4 by 5. Now compare each value of x with each value of y. So if you compare each value of x, so this one what will be the value? It will be minus 0.72 and this one will be minus 0.5. Convert it, there is not a big deal. This is 40, this is minus 0.8. So here clearly you can see that value of x, both the value of x is greater than both the value of y. This value of x greater than this value of y and this value of y. This value of x is also greater than this value of y and this value of y. So x is greater than y. So let us move to the next question. In the next question we have 8x square plus 6x equal to 5, 12y square minus 22y plus 8 equal to 0. So let us proceed to the solution. So solution, conventional way, if you find this way to be easy, follow this way. The method you find easy, follow that way, or you can go by trick method. So I will be showing how to go by trick method, that is 8x square plus 6x minus 5 equal to 0. Always bring in left hand side. Now see the sign convention, this plus minus, this minus will look back, there is all plus is always bad, so I must have to change myself to positive. Okay, now 8 5s are 40. Divide 40 into such a way that additions or subtraction gives 6 and multiplication gives 40. So what will be the value of this? So the value it will be 10 and 6. If you subtract 10 minus 6, sorry, 10 and 4. So if you subtract 10 minus 4, you will get 6, and 10 into 4, 40. Divide by 8, divide by 8. So you will get the value to be 5, 4 minus 5 by 4, and the other value is 1 by 2. For this, 6y square minus 11y plus 4 equal to 0. So first see the sign. This sign, it will always change. This first sign, it will always change to, if it is minus, it will always change to plus. Remember, the first sign convention will always change. If it is plus, then minus, then plus. Then this next sign, it will look back forward and see, if it is minus, then it is good, if it is plus, then it is bad. It will look back and look, it is minus, so it is good, so I will follow the path this minus follows. So why should I change myself? I will remain same as it is. Now for finding the root, this is 4. For finding the root, first multiply, 6 4s are 24. Divide 24 in such a way that addition or subtraction makes it 11 and multiplication makes it 24. It will be 8 and 3. 8 plus 3, 11. 8 into 3, 24. Then we must have to divide with coefficient of, that is x or y. This is y square coefficient, that is a coefficient, we must have to divide. If you divide, you will get, this is 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6. We will get the value as 4 by 3 and half. So we will get two value, one is 4 by 3 and one is half. Now first compare one value of x with the other two value of y. Each value of x must compare with the other value of y. First let us compare each value of x. X is there, y is there. First value compare with the first value of y. So what will be? It will be less than. First value of x compare with second value of y. It will be always less than. Now second value of x compare with first value of y, it will be less than. Second value of x compare with second value of y, it will be equal to. So x will be less than equal to y. So this is our correct answer, or you can write y greater than equal to x. So let us move to the next question. So here we have two equation. So we'll solve this by trick method, and there is a conventional way of method also. The method you find easy, solving that method. Okay, let us proceed to the solution. So here 18x square plus 18x plus 4 equal to 0. First take 2 common. If common is there, first remove the common, because it becomes easier to solve it. So remove 2 from the equation, that is 9x square plus 9x plus 2 equal to 0. Now what we'll do, this plus will always change to minus, this plus will look back and see this plus means always bad. I must have to change myself, so it will change to negative. Now multiply the coefficient, 9 to the 18. So the roots should be such a way that multiplication gives 18 and addition gives 9. So what will be the roots? It will be 6 and 3. 6, you must have to divide by coefficient 9. Here 3, coefficient 9. Sometimes there might be no coefficient of x. It will be directly written as x square plus 9x plus 2. In that case, there will be definitely one coefficient, that will be 1. So it will be 6 divided by 1. Here 3 divided by 9. So what will be? If you cancel it out, it will remain by 1 by 3. If you cancel this out, 2 by 3. So the value it will be 2 by 3 and 1 by 3, as you can see from here. In the second equation we have 12y square plus 29y plus 14 equal to 0. So what we can do here is that, first see the sign convention. This plus always change to minus, this plus will look back, this is always bad, so I must have to change. So it will be minus. Now for finding the roots, we must have to multiply 14 into 12. First multiply 14 into 12. So how can we multiply? Either multiply in this way or 14 into 10 plus 2. What will be 14 into 10 plus 2? It will be 140 plus 28, 8, 168. So we will get a value of 168. So 168 should be divided in such a way, the addition gives you 29 and multiplication give you 168. So the value it will be 21 and 8. You can see, you can take the multiples and see, you will get this value 21 and 8. Now 21 divided by coefficient first, divide by coefficient. So what will be? 3 7s are 21, 3 4, that is minus 7 by 4, and here we have 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, we have 2 by 3. Now compare each value of x with each value of y. So we will get the value to be x greater than equal to y. First compare this with this. It is greater, this with this equal, this with this greater, this with this greater. So we will get x greater than equal to y. So let us proceed to the next equation, that is the last equation, means last question. So in this question we have two equation. So let us see the solution. So or we will solve in a tricks way, that is 9x square minus 36x plus 35 equal to 0. So what we will do first, this minus always plus, this plus will look back and see there is minus means always good. So I will follow the path of minus. So why should I change myself? I will be as it is, will be plus. Now for finding the roots, 9 into 35, multiply it, 35 into 9, 9 5 is 45, 4, 9 3 is 27, 315. Now divide 315 in such a way that the addition or subtraction becomes 36 and multiplication becomes 315. 315, take the root, 5, 5 6 is 30. So we have 5 6 is 31, 5 3 is 15, 7 9 is 63, 3 3 is 9. So we have 7 into 3 and 5 into 3. 7 into 3, 21 and 5 into 3, 15. 21 plus 15 is 36. Divide by 9, divide by 9. 3, 7, 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, 3. So we have value 7 by 3 and 5 by 3. 7 by 3 and 5 by 3. In next equation you can see 2y square minus 15y minus 17 equal to 0. So what we have? Here we have, first take the roots and see. This minus always change to plus. This minus will look back here and see. This minus will look back here and see that minus is always good. So I will follow the path of minus. Now for root, 17 to the 17 into 2, it will be 34. So we must have to find 15. So what will be 17 and 2? 17 minus 2, 15, 17 to the 34. Divide by 2 and divide by 2. So what we have the value? We will have 8.5. Here we have minus 1. Now here we have 7 by 3. So what will be? 3 to the 6, 1, 3 3 the 9, 2.3. One value is 2.3. Here is 3 1 the 3, 3 6 8. One value is. Now compare the first value of x with first value of y. This is x, this is y. First value of x with first value of y. So x is less than y. First value of x with second value of y greater than y. Whenever there is one smaller, one greater, so there will be no relationship. If you find one is smaller and other is greater, there will be no relationship between x and y. Here first is smaller, second is greater. Similarly for 2, smaller, here it is greater. So if you find this type of relationship, so the answer it will be no relation. So this brings to the end of our today's video. Thanks for watching our video. If you do like our video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss our video. Thank you.